Hi guys, in this experiment I am going to explain about how to use JavaScript along with HTML using the DOM elements and the events. So the very first question says how to find the longest word within the string. For example, if you have the web developer tutorial, for this we have the expected output as development, and we will be using the three main functions as split function and string name.length and the array name.length. So now let's see how it works. I'm going to refresh my page, and if I say hello, how are you, the expected output is hello. So you can see here the longest word is hello. Now let's see how it works. Since JavaScript can be included either in header section or in body section, so I'm using it in body section, and it is enclosed inside the script tag, and which type is equal to text/JavaScript. I'm using three variables: input, array, and long. In this array, I'm splitting the function using the split function, and I'll be using the for function to calculate the number of the length of the string, and the length of the string, the maximum the length of the string is displayed using the document.try. Moving to the next question is BMI calculator. It calculates the body mass index of the person using the criteria as underweight less than 18 for normal, for BMI 18 to 25 for overweight, for BMI 25 to 30, and for obese greater than 30. Let's see how it works. I'm going to refresh the page. If I give my weight as 60 and height as 165, get my BMI, it shows that my body type is underweight. This BMI is calculated using the function calculate, and this is called when I click my get BMI button. So in this I'll be having two variables, height and BMI. Height, in this height I'll be having parts float, and for weight and BMI I'll be having get element by ID. So now let's see what are those. Parse float is used to extract data from input box, and get element by ID is used to change the content of HTML element, and dot in HTML is used to display those content, that is, in this case it is BMI, it will be displayed on the screen. So in this case, dot in HTML, in this if statement, if this is true, it will display the normal, and suppose if this statement is true, it will display overweight. Suppose if this block is true, it will display as obese. Moving to the next question, we have a flower garden. So the page should generate a rectangular grid of flower images in the div with the ID of garden. For this I have two images, one daffodil.jpg and the other rose.jpg. So for this I'll be using two nested for loops, one for rose.jpg and other for daffodil.jpg. So let me refresh. So if I give my rows as 4 and columns as 5, and I click on front garden, you can see here 4 rows and 5 columns of rose and 4 rows and 5 columns of daffodil. Let's see how it works. Function rows, we have an array in which I have two elements of images as rose.png and daffodil.png. I have an index in which I'll be using the random function to generate the random numbers, which can be enclosed within the math.flow function. I have the rows and columns in which I'm again using the parse in function. Here also I'm using the parse in, and inside of it I'm using the document.get element by ID, and as explained before, I'm using two nested for loops, one for rows.png and another for daffodil.png, so that it can be displayed in a matrix form. So our next question is about conversion of kg to pounds and pounds to kg. It is calculated using those formulas. From converting pounds to kilogram, it is multiplied by 0.453, and conversion factor from kilogram to pounds is 2.204. So let me refresh. So if I'm converting the weight 70 kg to lb, it is displayed as 154.323. So let's see how it works. So I'm creating my option, the drop down menu kg lb, using the option tag, and this function is called using the button on click convert, and I have used the span id as answer to display it. So in this case I will be using the dot in html as answer, get element by id. Inside the id I'll be using the id as answer to display my answer. As usual, field set is used to give any input. So coming to the script part, this is the function. So I'll be using the parse flow as explained before. Get element by id from, suppose if we are converting from kg to lb, we'll be using this formula, and display answer within this block as explained before. That answer will be displayed over here. And if we are converting from lb to kg, using this formula, and the value is returned to that block. And suppose if you're converting from kg to kg or from lb to lb, that is, the answer should be same, so it will return the value where. So now moving to the next question. Now we have the point flip. So it counts the number of tosses coin can, number of counts, heads or tails it flips. So now I click on the flip button, it shows heads. Again I click on it, so I keep on continuously. So now the heads total is 3, the tail total is 3. So if I again click on it, see, now you can see that the tail count is increasing. So it grows to 5. Now let's see how it works. I have the function flip, which is called when I click on the flip button. I have an array in which I'll be having 2 images, one head.jpg and the other tail.jpg. I'll be generating the random numbers using the random function, which is again enclosed inside the flow function, and I'm using the get element by id, using the id coin and displaying those images like head or tails. And if the number is 0, that is I'm considering it as head. So if it is heads, the head count will increment, and again if it is the image is tails, the tail count get increment, and it is displayed on the screen using inner.html is equal to n-tails or n-heads. At last we have the pizza order form. Calculates the price based on the order we are giving. Suppose, let me refresh the page, and if I give my number of small pizzas as 20 and number of medium pizzas as 15 and number of large pizzas as 4, and I give my tip as 10% and I click on calculate order, it will soon call the function inside the script, that is function calc, in which I'll be having the variable. I'll be having 5 or 6 variables in which I'll be converting each of the strings to the numbers using the parse in function, and I'll be also using the document.query selector. So the total I'm calculating over here is calculated using those formula, and I'm printing it on screen using the .html. As you can see here, I'm using the radio buttons, so I can select at a time only one option. So if I give 15%, my new calculator order will increase, that is, you can see here 7,688. Thank you for watching my video.